Hey, this is Anthony. We're here, Market 48, with Shawn Scheller with the Broken Hearts Band. You just came off doing a solo gig here at Market 48. Tell us what's going on with the Broken Hearts Band.
Florida 360, so glad to be here with you. Broken Hearts Band, let's see. We have a couple shows coming up in February 2024. If you're listening to this later on, that'll be February 9th and 10th. February 9th, we are at the Whispering Oaks Winery in Oxford, the Villages, up there in the northern part of Florida. The next night, we're at TT's in Punta Gorda. Then we have a couple weeks off, and then we kick off the spring tour. It is the One Wild Damn Tour 24. And that kicks off in Cincinnati, and then we take that through the whole Midwest, then we come back down to Florida. We finish in Orlando on St. Patrick's Day, a.k.a. St. Petty's Day. And it's going to be fun. We're looking forward to it.
So how did you get into the Broken Hearts Band? Didn't you have another band before that? It was a national band?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for asking. I was in a band called Save the Radio. We were on a label called Tazbull out of Austin, Texas. Had a couple songs. One made it on the charts, number 37 in Billboard, and it was called Add It Up. And then the band kind of, we all went our separate ways. T.L. Jenkins is he's kind of known in his own right here in Central Florida. The singing solo drummer show, one-man show kind of thing. He's doing great. Joe Kosis, of course, is the producer. I want to say he's also like the band leader for John Anderson of Yes, the band Yes. So he's doing well. Mikey Mack and I get together every once in a while and do some Save the Radio stuff. But we were recruited by Charlie Souza of the band Mudcrutch, who was with Tom Petty. He saw us play, and he was like, "You guys need to be doing a Tom Petty tribute," and he kind of recruited all the players, and we've been doing it since Tom passed away in 2017.
Wow, 2017. That's quite a few years now. And so you've been traveling all over the country. What's it like? What do the audience feel when you're playing Tom Petty music? Do they feel like they're getting the real deal?
So I try to approach my role as Petty as a method actor would approach their role. So I really, really dig in. I, of course, know the music, and you learn all the lyrics and the melodies and the guitar parts and stuff like that. But in addition to that, I would listen to Tom Petty radio and really get a feel for his voice in between songs and his spirit. And, I just did a lot of homework and learned more and more about him and just became fascinated with him. And I'm just really proud to carry on the tradition of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Now here, Market 48, Brooksville, Florida, the new stage they put up, you were the first to play at that stage. Is that correct?
We were the second. The Ultimate Doors were the first band, and we were the next week right after them. But, yeah, we were kind of there for the christening. Actually, I take that back because I think I opened up for the Doors. So I officially was, as a solo artist, I think I was the first one on the stage. Thank you for pointing that out, Anthony. Even I didn't know my own trivia. So, Anthony, shout out to Florida 360 for getting that right.
Listen, Florida 360, all we're about is putting together content that's related to the state of Florida. And well, hold on a second. We got Dennis Gordon here. Hold it.
Hey, I know this guy.
Wow.
All right, I have a question. Okay, Dennis Gordon over here for Florida 360.
What's up, DG?
We're back in the house. Listen, awesome interview. I want to know a little bit what you're doing now. I know that you got your new agency. Can you talk a little bit about your agency and how you're putting in a lot of the trivia bands here at Marker 48, and what do they have in store for the future?
Sure. Well, it's not my agency per se, but I am happy to be a part of the Providence Music Group family. They're based out of Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. It was founded by Joel Hanks, and he is a really well-known tribute act called Badfish. And they just kind of like one day, during COVID with everything that was going on and musicians were out of work, he was like, well, we really need to figure out another path here. And they just kind of took all the relationships that they made over the years and everything they learned about being in the music business, and the way that there's a way that an agency can be run by by business people, but then there's a way that an agency can be run by musicians, because no one understands musicians more than musicians. So all the agents there are all musicians. It's very different from any other agency where it's business people who are the agents and they know the business part. So we know all the small details. We know what it's like to be in a van, for 6 weeks on the road, and what's important to them when they arrive at a venue and things like that. But I digress. It's a great place to work. Providence Music Group, we got a lot of great bands on there, over 35 bands now, including the one that is performing tonight, Dave Matthews Tribute Band.
What's next?
What's next is
For Marker 48.
for Marker 48. This is February, right? So March, they're having a couple things going on for St. Patrick's Day. And then in April, the Red Hot Chili Peppers from Los Angeles, California will be performing. May is to be determined. They have not announced May yet. But there's it rhymes with the Rolling Bones, maybe. I don't want to give it away because it's not, ink to paper is not done yet, but there's a good chance that it might be a certain band, that's been around for a long time. And then we take the summer off here with the concert series, and it'll kick back up again in October. So it'll run again from October 2024 to March 2025.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah,
it was an
you.
awesome interview. Visit
Florida 360. Everybody check it out.
Florida 360. This is Dennis Gordon. I'm going to give it back over to Anthony. Anthony, you want to sign us off?
Signing off, guys. Florida 360. Visit thefloridapostUSA.com.